Shall we start this homestead vlog for the conference with a fancy dress night? Just got done with the speaker dinner at Apple Orchard's orchard. It was beautiful and so much fun. Got to meet lots of great people, hang out, just kind of chill for the evening. And now I have to come in here in my fancy shoes, which I don't usually wear, walk up the greenhouse, get all the plants tucked in. My kids are not home because they are hanging out with grandparents while I run the conference, and I have to do all their chores. Should be very exciting. I wonder if the geese know. There they go. I wonder if they know that it's time for bed. I wonder if they will go to bed for me. Do you think they will? Or do you think they're going to make me chase them around? I really should put the phone down. Can you guys go to bed? Can you be nice? So that one right there has something called angel wings, which unfortunately I haven't had time to address just yet because I didn't really know what was going on with it. Come on, little geesies. Come on, goosey goose. No. They're not going to be very nice. So we're going to have to try to get them wrapped, those wings wrapped, and see if we can't help it out. Come on. You know where you live. Come on. All right, guys. I'll see you at the booth tomorrow morning. I need you, my children. Let's talk about the Modern Homestead Conference for 2023. What a hit. It was so much fun. I thought I would just give you guys a recap and take you along for the journey that I experienced from my perspective and just share some of the highlights with you guys. I hope the rain doesn't bother you. It is so cool outside. It's been really hot here the last couple weeks, and so I'm just sitting out here enjoying the rain. So hopefully it's not too loud for you, and hopefully you can just enjoy it. So some of the highlights for me were really the main thing, to be honest, was the fact that I felt like I hung out with a giant family for a couple of days, like pretty much for 4-ish days. And that is what I love about the homestead community so much. It doesn't matter if they're from your state or from all the way across the United States. I feel like for the most part, the homesteading spirit is just so beautiful and so vibrant, with a love for God and a love for each other, a love for building community. And that was the number one thing that I saw happening at this conference. It was beautiful. The grounds stayed clean. It was such a beautiful environment of people just getting together and learning and being happy to be there with each other. I thought that I would go into it and just be completely drained by the end of it, but really, while yeah, I was tired by the end, I was so filled up and so excited to continue on the journey that I have been on myself for so many years. So that was definitely my absolute favorite part of being there. Melissa K. Norris and Katie Millhorn are the ones who put this big show on and this big conference. They did such an amazing job for this being the very first conference up in our area. In fact, this is the very first conference of its sort on the West Coast. All the East Coasters get to have all the fun over there, so we thought we'd bring it over here. And they worked for so long putting this event together. It was phenomenal how well things ran for being a first time. So I was able to get just a little bit of footage during the conference. I was so busy talking with so many of you guys. That was so much fun. Meeting the people who watch my channel, meeting the people who followed my Facebook for years, and just being able to see you guys face to face. That was such a highlight to me, and so I was able to connect with a few people at the conference and actually get it on film.
Well, I think I just loved just being surrounded by just everybody that's kind of doing the same thing, and everyone's here to, just the excitement of everybody. And I love the vendors. I love to just kind of just see how people are doing it and doing the things that I desire to do some days as well.
Like how important it is to put good products on your skin and good products in your body and good food in your body, and how that affects everything. That's everything.
Yeah, that's so neat.
To talk to the vendors one-on-one and seeing what they're doing and their products, and it's just really encouraged me to even go home and make some of my own things.
Okay, so we're here with
Crystal with Gratitude Farm.
excellent. So she's a fellow herbalist, which I love. We're right next to each other. There's my booth over there. She's going to tell us a little bit about what she does.
So we're making goat milk soap with all of our herbally managed raw milk. All of our products are heavily based on tallow. All of the colorants are plant material, and all of the scents are essential oils. So a very clean, nourishing soap. We are all about holistic skin wellness.
As well as being able to meet you guys who have been a part of my channel for the last year or a little bit more than that, I also got to connect with some new YouTube channels. It was so great to meet. I was able to meet another YouTuber who gardens in a similar climate as this, and I was so thrilled that she had a channel. Hey you guys, we're at the booth at the Modern Homestead Conference, and I ran into a new friend. She is a fellow cold climate gardener, and she has a YouTube channel, so I have to share it with you. I'm gonna let her do that.
Hi, I'm Kylie Gray. I live in Central Oregon. We are Zone 3 with a frost risk all year round. And my channel's Black, White, and the Grays, and she'll probably link it below.
Yes, absolutely, I will.
Hello everyone, I am Beth with Crowley House Flower Farm, and I am here at the Modern Homesteading Conference, and so thankful that we have this beautiful day. And this is the last day, but we've had so many people come through, and so encouraged with all the things that are going on here and all the meetings, and it's just really, really fun. We're a flower farm out of Rick Rial, Oregon, which is just kind of in the Willamette Valley. And we grow cut flowers, we do some dried things, we do a YouTube channel, which is Crowley House Flower Farm. We have Instagram and Facebook, so we'd love to see you over there.
A special highlight for me and a special treat for my heart was being able to, well, I'm just gonna show it to you right here. Hey you guys, look who I ran into. My friends, Tom and Sarah! Yay, from Heirlooms Evermore. You guys remember I took a trip down to their farm last year and got to see their stuff. They came all the way from Missouri in a truck, all the way here for the Modern Homestead Conference, and I'm so glad that I get to hug my friends again. I love it.
Good to see you
Yay! Look, here's Tom, and he even brought his Paul Bunyan wood chopper. You guys remember I got to try this out last year. So awesome. New and improved, right?
Yeah, halfway improved, and then it has a trailer tongue on it, so I can hook it to a side-by-side or a pickup. I like being able to swing a 95-pound splitting maul, but you don't have to lift it because that spring does it for you. All you do is get it moving, which you can see is really easy to do, and then the momentum of that, all that weight swinging is what crashes through the wood.
Look at that. Thanks for the demo.
Yeah, you bet.
I absolutely loved being invited to be a part of this Homestead Conference, being able to bring my knowledge to the table in a completely different way than I've done before. I was so blessed by the opportunity to be able to speak at the 2023 conference, and really it wasn't because of my credentials. It was simply because of doing everything to walk in God's favor, and because of his favor he allowed me to come into this position. If things hadn't lined up for me in the trip that I took to Tennessee last year, none of this would have happened. And I honestly came away, I cried every single night when I came home after the conference, just out of pure joy and being so blessed. I was so blessed by the amount of people who stopped by my booth and gave me hugs and just saw the journey that I have been on and encouraged me. I was able to encourage other people, and it was the most beautiful thing. You guys know I have taught a lot of different classes. A lot of you watching, I have been privileged to teach you in my classes, and of course I teach through this channel, but this event was the largest event I've ever spoken at. And so I definitely had some nerves, but I found a quiet little spot. I had planned on getting some footage for you guys because it was beautiful, but by the time I was able to do that, it was so bright and hot out. I just knew that it wouldn't turn out very good. So there was this amazing pollinator garden, and so it was full of flowers, and of course an elderberry was in there. I had to stop myself from identifying all the plants and just focus on sitting down and getting a quiet place. I almost lost my voice twice through the conference at the end of each day, so that was exciting, but I did not. And I was just so blessed to be able to give a talk and be able to get up there and just do my thing. And what I found is the moment I started speaking, it was just like being in my own kitchen and speaking with you guys, because I had already connected with so many of you at my booth on such a personal level. It was really just like talking with friends. And thank you so much for making me feel comfortable and allowing the space for me to be able to just get in there and do my thing. I do want to give a special shout out to all of the video and audio crew. I would have been a basket case of nerves had it not been for some of those people there. My team in particular, they just really helped me to feel calm, and they took care of all the tech stuff for me so I could just go in and focus on teaching and not worrying about making the mic perfect or wear it well, or making sure I wasn't going to scream when I walked too close to a speaker, or any of those things that typically happen when you're talking and you have audio stuff involved. They just did such a great job, and I really appreciated them. Something that happened during this conference that was really kind of a surprise, and really I think God just really lined it up great. It was on my heart when I first started putting this together. You guys have been with me, you followed my journey, and to be perfectly honest with you, I was not able to focus on this event until about 2 weeks before. So I really had given very little thought to it. Not that I didn't want to, I just didn't have the emotional capacity to do that. And because of that, I didn't think I was going to be able to fill out a whole vendor booth and especially not have enough product to sell. I was blessed enough for that not to end up being the reality. However, it made me pivot the purpose of my booth to include children and include education, and really just make it a place of community and community meeting. And one of the ways that we did that, I put out a big table and had this blank piece of brown paper so that kids could come and they could color on it. We gave out coloring pages and word searches and had fun little games for kids to do, and that part was amazing. It was so good. But what I didn't expect was that adults would be so excited to join in that. And so basically by the first hour of the conference, we had adults and people from different farms, people from different channels signing our paper, and it just ended up being like such a conversation starter and such a great way to continue building community. So I'm gonna scroll through here and just kind of roll that footage of all the things, all of the different signatures on that paper. It's pretty incredible. We had people from Arizona, Montana, Wyoming, Canada. I heard of somebody who came all the way from Maine, Colorado was in there, New Mexico. So I did get some of those people to sign off on our paper, which was so much fun. And then of course there were so many different farm names. It's just so inspiring to see people all over the West and the middle of the country, like really just all over the country doing homesteading, and it was just so inspiring to me. So I do want to make a few special mentions, that people that got to sign it, some people who are near and dear to my heart, and then other people who it's just fun to see them in their element doing their things that I've been connected with in the past. So of course my dear friends from Grangeville, they signed the paper for me, and I'm so glad to have that special memory in print. And then we had Carolyn from the homesteading family. Her and I had an amazing opportunity to connect there at the conference, and oh, she's just such a beautiful soul. I really loved talking with her and being able to just hang out with her. Dan from Grass-Fed Homestead was there. He was in charge of all the video stuff, and wow, he did such a good job, but he was kind enough to sign our paper as well. And then we had many other YouTube channels sign it. So it was so great just to be able to have an extra point of contact and an extra way to connect with people. I really enjoyed that part. So I don't know, you guys, if you were there at the conference, do you think we should bring this back in a different way? I most definitely will continue on the path of education for the booth and keeping that our focus, because really that was so much fun. So I am really excited to tell you guys that I have been invited back to teach at the 2024 Modern Homestead Conference in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. If you guys didn't get a chance to come this year, or you came and you want to hear new speakers and new topics, I would so love to meet you and love to see you. Love to connect in person. So I will leave a link down in the description. You guys, it was so good to connect with you in person. Homesteading can be really lonely, and this is a topic that I'm gonna hit on a little bit here throughout the next year or so. But really the thing is that I was so encouraged to keep going and to do better and to bring as much value to this channel and my business, Esther's Eden, as possible. It is my greatest joy to bring value not only to this channel but also to my business, and be able to just share what we're doing here and inspire you guys to do your own things on your own properties. The comments on this channel are really like connecting in person in a way. It's helpful to see that you guys are here. It's helpful to hear from you, and it encourages me to keep on going. I was amazed at how many people came and made a point to stop by the booth and say hi, and you guys, you bless my heart so much. To be perfectly honest with you, that was my absolute favorite thing from the entire conference, was connecting with so many people and making deeper connections in this giant homestead family that we all are a part of. I cannot wait for the Modern Homestead Conference of 2024. Let's see how far we can take this farm, and you guys can take your farms in 1 year. We have 1 year to see what we can do and be able to share these things at the next conference.